I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claws. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
The Mike Tyson effect absolutely terrifies the woke mob. What really happened on Mike Tyson's plane fight? Mike Tyson dropped a smackdown on some guy that was bothering him on the plane, and it was glorious. Now, one thing's funny as Mike's beating up somebody on the screen here. Do these people not know who Mike Tyson is? Do they not know the legend of Iron Mike and all the troubles he's had, how he's been considered a little bit on edge, but nobody's ever questioned the guy's ability to fight? It's not like Mike Tyson didn't warn people. He had a couple of really famous quotes talking about punching people in the face. One of those quotes is, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I'm thinking this guy in the airplane must have thought he had some sort of plan. It didn't work out. In one of his other famous quotes, he talked about social media and Twitter and how uncomfortable it should make you to approach people. This quote says, social media made you all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Yeah, he meant that. You see, this all terrifies the woke mob. You know, none of the sports journals, none of them brought this up. This is kryptonite. This destroys them. The woke mob, including some of these sports journals, have been pushing this aspect of toxic masculinity for quite some time now. It's an absolute joke. They have been doing their best to denigrate manhood. They are questioning and demeaning the inherent strength of men. It's really easy to be tough and nasty behind a keyboard or a phone. But Twitter, TikTok, it's not real life. And when these idiots dox people and they show up at their homes, notice the type of people whose homes they're showing up at. When Pantifa goes to rallies and look to attack people, look at who they're trying to attack. They never show up at a Hell's Angels rally. They don't show up at any Bike Week festivities. You never see it. We have one of the biggest bike weeks in the country here in Daytona in Florida. You won't see Antifa there. Ever see Pantifa on the south side of Chicago? No, not going to be there. I've been saying it, and saying it. And I'll say it again. Twitter is not real. It's a woke mob's fantasy la-la land. Doing that TikTok and Twitter BS in real life could end up with you getting your ass kicked. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's a made-up term. It's made up to help, the purple hairs and the beta males feel better about themselves. If you poke the wrong person, you're gonna get got. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And that's how it's been since the first caveman ventured out. We're designed to be protectors. Now, obviously, all of us can't be alpha males, but the alpha males know who they are throughout the animal kingdom. Beta males always were checked and knew their place. They knew if they stepped to an alpha, what would happen. It goes on across the universe. Alpha males, beta males. You can challenge an alpha male, but it's not with a keyboard. You're going to have to step to him. And as that guy in the plane found out, that's what happens. There's a lesson in this Mike Tyson fight. There's a lesson for us all to understand. That lesson is that people who live their lives virtually, through TikTok, through Twitter, even through YouTube, they have to understand that more than likely, their virtual life should stay virtual. Otherwise, you might end up being ripe for a beatdown. Be very, very careful. Despite what you see on Twitter, despite what you see on TikTok, do not let your keyboard write a check that your ass can't cash. I realize this video is probably going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm over the toxic masculinity ruse that's going on. Mike Tyson exposed toxic masculinity for the fraud that it is. You pick on the wrong person and you deserve to be smacked. You deserve to be punched right in the face. I don't know. That's just how I was brought up. I could be wrong. Let me know what you think. Was Mike Tyson right? Is toxic masculinity a figment of the beta male imagination? I think we're finding out now people are beginning to stand up and fight back. And this woke mob stuff ends at a keyboard. It ends at them picking on the fragile in the community. You pick on the wrong people, you're going to find out just how woke you are.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claws. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.